Sagittarius, it's Lynn from Tinker Tarot, and I'm here to do your August 2018 reading. I want to say that, wow, that is incredible, all the response I got from doing the playing cards. I'm going to do them again this month because I had such an overwhelming response. People really loved them. And I might do a separate little page on playing cards and my personal practices if anyone wants to know. And I'm not saying that my way is the only way. I can only tell you what I've been taught and pass that on. I'm not doing any readings on the weekends until the beginning of September because I have a lot of events and my friend's wedding is coming up and so on and so forth. So just wanted to say heads up, Monday to Friday readings. So also, big life event for me. I got my first tattoo ever. And don't listen to what anybody tells you. It hurts like hell. Like I screamed my head off. But yeah, I just got it last weekend. So that's huge for me. I've never had a tattoo in my life. So Sagittarius, August, our 8th month. And, you know, I also want to take another little second to explain something, which I'm also going to put on my website. Is I'm not a numerologist or anything, but the way I feel about the numbers, see, last year was a 1, and this year is a 2. And next year is a 3. I don't know anything about the 1111 and all that stuff, but that is the same in any other sequential order. The 1 is the beginning, the 2 is the planning, and the 3 is the action. So a lot of people are feeling very stuck, like things aren't moving ahead at the pace that they want them to. But we are in, all of us, not just Sagittarius, every sign, a planning year. This is when you're looking at your map and you're thinking, okay, what are my possibilities? How would I get the travel side of it? I don't have a car, and you're looking at how to put something or a service or whatever in place into all the things on your map that you want to take care of. And then next year, or as we get close to the end of this year, you're really going to see that start into action. You're going to see a lot of action movement happening, more so at the end of this year and into next year. It is the Sun and Jupiter, as you know. I'm also not an astrologist. I can tell you what I'm not. But Jupiter, which is Sagittarius, is very motivated, action, movement, do it kind of energy. So it's tied in with the 3 years. So that's how I sees it. Just saying. And I hope that gives some people some comfort, because a lot of people, I think, feel very stagnant. They feel like they're in quicksand and they can move, but it doesn't seem, they're not getting anywhere, kind of thing. So Sagittarius, August 2018. Sagittarius, August 2018. What are the messages for Sagittarius? Ooh, a lot of things are going to start with. Okay, let's have a look at this. First of all, we got I'm going to take this one too. Wow. Cool. So, this is what flipped over, jumped out at the top. And I'm going to take this and stop right there. Stop shuffling right there and deal it out. But anyway, I just wanted to show you this. the Five of Hearts, the King of Clubs, and the Nine of Hearts. So, you know, the King of Clubs is you, Sagittarius. Also, you know, if you're to think about it in a wand kind of a way. But also, this person has very dark eyes. Well, not very dark eyes. It's brown or hazel eyes. They could have deep eyes. There is a friendship here. There's a friendship that's going to turn into love. This is what's going on. It's beginning as a friendship, and it's going to turn into love. This is going to turn into a commitment, you know, something worth pursuing. Something worth pursuing. And that's beautiful, you know. That is gorgeous. I'm not gonna put those back in because I want to keep those together. That, to me, is your foundation. So right there, they're staying. I'm gonna deal this out right now. I am gonna cut it, however, like I usually do. But they're staying as your foundation. Nice foundation. That's beautiful. Here we go. So in the playing cards, I do 7 piles, and I'll show them to you in a sec here. And I turn the piles over as I get to them. And then I don't like, I like to deal with one at a time and then combine them. You know, that's just how I do it. Just how I do it. So the bottom, which is usually your foundation, is the 8 of Diamonds, and this is business talk. So talking about your finances, basically, and what to do with them, where to go with them, how do I accumulate them. And this is probably going somewhere, movement and talk in your finances, okay? But your real foundation is this beautiful, blooming friendship. Blooming friendship. And you know, if you are this dark brown or hazel-eyed person, this is also a very dynamic energy. They're very dynamic and creative, passionate. You know, it reminds me of the fire signs. They're go-getters, you know, the clubs are. And they're goal-oriented. You know, they achieve their goals easily and have to make new ones all the time. Anyway, this is a blooming friendship. So I want to just show you what the layout looks like. So this is where you are now at the present moment. This is what's coming into your life. This is what crowns you. This is usually your business, work, creative pile. Your influences, the root of the issue, what's below you, and then your surprise pile over here. Your surprise. So you've already gotten a surprise, you know. That's amazing. So your first pile, where you are now, you have the 7 of Diamonds, the 4 of Spades, and the 5 of Spades. It seems you really had your hopes up for something, and it's not turning out how you wanted it to. In fact, there's a loss here. You're not getting, it's the opposite. You're not getting really anything out of this. This is, you had high hopes here, you know. I think you saw a lot of potential in someone, perhaps. And you know, and then you started to have some doubt, and you are seeing losses in this situation. You may not be suffering them, but you're certainly seeing them. You're seeing that this is what is going to, what it's turning into, rather than the image, fantasy, hope that you had for it. You know, it's not turning into that. And I got a feeling that your instinct told you this. There was a little, you know, niggle. There was a niggling going on back here, you know, like that pestery fly, and telling you that this is all wishful thinking. Okay? Sorry. However, coming into your life is Cupid. I think this could be someone you know, because this indicates, the Jack of Clubs indicates a friend. So this is like the Jack of Clubs, the Jack of Hearts, and the Six of Hearts. This is a really beautiful combination group here. The Jack of Clubs is a friend that is Cupid, is in love with you, and is going to take steps to let you know. Like, also the Jacks are messengers. They bring in the messages, and this is, you know, this is someone coming in that could be younger than you. You know, the Jacks also represent youth. And they're turning this friendship, they want to take this friendship to a love level. And as I said, this is a friendship that grows into love, grows into very passionate relationship, wishes fulfilled as far as anything you're looking for in love. And they are going to deliver this message. The other thing too is that this could be you, Sagittarius. This could be you. You're the friend. You're falling in love with a friend, and you want to tell them, you know, I love you. I have much deeper feelings than I've been saying, and I've got to tell you. I just got to take the chance, and I got to tell you. And so you may really take that somewhere yourself. I just said a pestery fly. There's a pestery fly. I'm outside, by the way, on my new porch. I have a deck built on the side, and the roof's done now. It's like an open porch. This fly. That is so funny. The person that is coming toward you, or you toward them, could be a blue-eyed, fair-haired person. Okay? And this could be a dark. So you could be opposite. You know, you could be opposites, and taking this further, taking this another step, this relationship. Okay? How exciting. So above you is the Six of Clubs, the Queen of Hearts, and the Queen of Diamonds. So the Six of Clubs is steps in business, you know, steps in your career, your work, where you're going creatively, passionately, what you do, you know, what you thrive on. And the Queen of Hearts is it's like, you know, and there's a way, there's two women you're going to work with, or you're going to, it looks like to me like you're going to go to work with. They look like, one looks like a blonde and one looks like possibly a redhead. Blue eye, green eye is what I see. You could be beginning something with them in business, or taking steps in business somehow here. This is new. I don't think you know about this yet. So I think this is coming into your life. I think this is something that's coming in. And you're giving this some thought, some serious thought. You know, this is on your mind. It crowns you, right? And so you're giving it some thought. You know, it's funny that I just talked about, you know, the 1 year, the 2 year, the 3 year, because you're getting a lot of sixes, and that's movement. taking steps in where you want to go, what you want to do. One is love and one is work here. And now we have your work pile. Lots of work going on here. So you have the Queen of Clubs, the Seven of Clubs, and the Five of Clubs. Lots of work. So the Queen of Clubs is a brown or hazel-eyed person, brown or dark hair. I usually represent as the Queen of Clubs, and my hair is dyed, of course, because I'm old. But anyway, so this woman is worried about I think this woman, this could be you, Sagittarius. This could be someone you know around you, a friend, maybe like a sister or something like that. Anyway, they have a fear of losing. They're worried they're going to lose their job, or they're going to lose their place in their job. Also, there could be a worry that if you go and work with these two women here, that you'll lose what you've built. You are working at something, and they're saying, well, come and work with us. Like, we see potential in you, and we think we'd be a good team. What do you think? And you're thinking, well, I kind of got something going on my own. That's starting to build. I don't know if I want to give this up or not. So you're worried about losing what you have, like taking a loss there in your position, your position at work. You could have your own business. You're worried about, you're thinking your business is going somewhere, and you're getting this offer, and it's probably a tasty offer too, because you are considering it for sure. So I'm not sure where that's going to go there. And it's funny, because this 5 is mirroring the 5 in your first pile, which is expectation. You had high hopes for something, and you can envision losses there. And it's directly across from this work pile, this worry, 2 7s as well, worry that you're going to lose your place, whatever that means to you, your place at work, okay? Now, this is your influences pile, and you have the King of Diamonds, the 9 of Spades, and the 9 of Clubs. So, this tells me that there is an older man. He could be blue or green-eyed, green or blue-eyed, I should say. And there's health problems, and he's around the job site where you do your job. So he could be at work. He could live near there, but he's sick. He's got health issues, and it affects the job site. Okay, it's going to affect it somehow. You have a lot of people in your reading. There are a lot of people. So far, there's 2 men. There's this friend, these other 2 fair-haired, light-eyed women, this dark woman. You could be any one of these people, because this isn't really by the sign in these cards. It's by the eyes. The eyes. The hair color can be any color. I'm saying dark hair. They usually have dark features, but it's always in the eyes, okay? It's very important to know. Anyway, this green or blue-eyed man, usually the King of Diamonds is an older man, financially established. Sometimes he like he doesn't talk much. You know, when he does, he means what he says what he means, and he means what he says. You know, that's the impression I get about him. Anyway, he's suffering some sort of health problems around your job site. Okay. Okay. So what's under you is, and this is probably your past energy, okay, is the Jack of Spades, the Two of Clubs, and the Three of Hearts. So this is a very dark-eyed young man. Could be black, Hispanic, Asian, coming from one of those cultures. Or this card means trouble, bad news. And it's at a business meeting or some sort of business meeting that starts out in a negative context. You know, you go in there and you may be starting out getting a lecture of some sort, or you have a feeling there's something, you know, you're going to get lectured, you're going to get fired, you just got a bad feeling about it. But it is quite not that. You are recognized. It's about you. There is more love than there is anger, you know. I think that something is addressed there, but it's more about being recognized and valued. Also, this has to do with business again. You have a lot of business cards, work cards going on here. And so this is about somehow being recognized at work or with what you do, you know, how you do business perhaps. And it's about your touch, you know. You have a way about you, a certain touch to how you do things or how you manage this or perform what you do. And, excuse me, and that's what it is. It's your touch, okay? And it might not be bad news. It could be just a very dark person asking to have a meeting with you, or has asked to have a meeting with you about you and how you do what you do. How you do what you do. Anyway, it's really beautiful. It's a really nice, it's going to make you happy. You're going to be smiling ear to ear. Okay? And you're just going to feel so good. Like, I get the feeling you're going to shake your head and say, you know, if you told me this a year ago, I wouldn't have believed you. I wouldn't have believed you. But that's how nice it is, how nice things are shaping up, how you're being recognized finally, okay, for what you do. I think part of it is you're enjoying it. You're starting to enjoy what you do now, okay? That's part of it. So your surprise pile is the Seven of Hearts, the Eight of Spades, and the Four of Clubs. Well, it seems like there's some sort of jealousy or envy. You're going to hear about this. Someone is envying you. I think it's in business. I think that there's some sort of envy or something in business. You're undecided how to move forward with it. You're at a four corners about this. You know, here's your decision. You know, You know, I think you might take this. Ooh, another fly. I think you might take this perhaps negative thing you hear. Okay, someone's telling you this either directly or you're hearing it through someone else, hearsay sort of thing. And I think you're going to take this and do something productive with it. You're not going to hear it and think, oh my God, she hates me, or have I been awful? You're not even going to take it on, you know. And I think you're going to come back very productively and in a balanced way. I don't think you're going to take this on at all. You know, I get the impression that you've had to deal with this sort of thing all your life, and you learned how to, you know, take lemons and make lemonade. And maybe how you respond to this person is going to teach them something, teach them how to do that. It also gives a really good impression that you don't operate that way in business. You know, you don't operate, you don't participate in lateral violence in that way. And by coming back so balanced and, what's that word I want to use? Kind of holistic, you know. By doing that, you're stopping it right in its tracks. Right in its tracks. Doesn't go for any further now, right? So that's what I see with that. I hope that that means something for someone or someone's out there. Okay, I just want to take a look at this as a whole. You know, what's kind of neat is you start out with this 4 and seeing loss, seeing something going wrong, you know, torn about, unable to really decide, you know, to move in any direction because it's not turning out as you'd hoped. And then turning all the way around and taking something and making it, you know, no longer waiting for your wish to be fulfilled or your, you know, hope. You're doing it. You're creating, manifesting a new feeling, maybe, you know, a new perspective or a new, I don't know, pay it forward, perhaps. Whatever you want to call it, okay? So you have 2 jacks up here in your what's coming in, and 2 9s. So pairs opposing each other. I'm not sure if this guy's going to pull through this, or this. It could be a woman too, you know, an older woman. I'm not sure if they're going to pull through this, because it's very, very challenging. They very well could shock everyone and do it. There's 3 9s in this reading, so a lot of things coming to a close, a lot of phases and cycles ending for you. And, you know, we are in the 8th month. We're approaching the 9th month soon. And I think that's, you know, that could be an indicator that that's when a lot of change is going to happen for you, is in September. You know, it's coming. Winter is coming. 3 queens, 3 jacks, lots of people, 2 kings, lots of people in your life. Very social around you. Doesn't surprise me with Sagittarius. And, but, you know, all in all, it's really positive. You have a couple of things you're hesitant about. You know, you're scratching your head. You have some worries here about losing what you've built or what you have, where you've what you know, what I said before, where you stand now at work, in business, but really taking steps in your life. You're about to be on the move very soon. I would say another week, and you're going to start to, well, okay, let me clarify. Second week of August, you're going to start to see these things happen. Things happen in your love life, things happen at work, changes, perhaps changes, because these are steps, but you're still considering. And you know, there could be an offer that you may not want to take it how it's presented. So it's like buying a house, you know, how you put in an offer and they send a counter offer. So you might do this. You know, you might say a counter offer, well, I'd really like to keep what I have going. So how about I give you, you know, 60% of my time instead of 100% or whatever. And then I can still maintain this as well. And it's also, it's like you want to have some independence. You know, you still want to be independent. You don't want to be completely dependent on these ones, perhaps. You know, not that they would do anything wrong or anything like that, but there's a part of you that needs that independence, that needs to operate your own thing. You know, there's lots of Sagittarius that are into management, and they're just very good at that. So that's a possibility too. Anyway, the only real negative thing is your little bugger down here, this Jack of Spades. So this could be a person, or it could be bad news coming at a meeting that you turn it around, or it turns around to shine on you. It turns around to shine on you, okay? And that could be you, too, turning it around, because Sagittarius, you have that way. You can talk people into things, and you can talk them right out of things, you know? You can manage people, too. But I don't mean it in a manipulating way. Like, you spin things, and that's what you're doing here, too. You spin something around, okay? You have that gift of spinning it around. So, but anyway, really fantastic reading. As I said, I'm available for personal readings Monday to Friday, and it's $50 for 45 minutes. I don't time it, so it just goes till it goes, you know, but I just say 45 minutes as a reference. Also, I do Skype, phone in Canada and US, and video readings. Skype is really great because we can see each other, talk face to face, and I really like that. Anyway, thanks for watching. Thanks for all your wonderful comments, and even your constructive comments. You know, I don't mind some constructive criticism because I'm really new at this, and I don't know everything as far as the video, internet, online, cyber world. I'm really new, so I don't mind constructive criticism. Anyway, have a great month, and I will talk to you soon. Bye now.